earrings and...
One year down, we're still here, bringing news with a laugh and a little cheer. Katty Konnie and Loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Hey, 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 hey. Hi, everybody. It's Thursday, and you thought that we weren't going to be here. Surprise, here we are, because you know what? I had my days all mixed up, and I thought the next one was Sunday, and I thought
Remember, it's for entertainment purposes only.
And it's for entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only, okay?
Linda will be here, but she's running a little bit late. I thought that was going to be me, but guess what? Here I am. Here I am. You know, it's life in. It's called life in, guys. Everybody has to life. And it happened that I liked and handed my duty off. Anyway.
Norm!
I know, I love
you. Norm!
I know, I love
Do you like the earrings, Norm? Look, aren't these fabulous? Aren't these absolutely gorgy? I love them, okay?
For entertain me, he said.
Yeah, for entertainment purposes only. Look at these, okay? Isn't that fun? I love it. I feel like a tween.
All right. My question is, I'm going to start this whole shindig off the right way here. So how many people watched that beautiful? He goes, mwah. They look marvelous, darling. Marvelous.
Mwah.
All right. So how many people watched the State of the Union? I want you to know I watched it all. I watched it all.
And you know what? The funny parts.
I watched it all, and Trump had an amazing speech. It was awesome. And I'm going to tell you something. The red line got in the sand for me. If it didn't do it for you, it did it for me.
Listen,
here we go.
They can't.
Hello.
Hello.
So the red line got drawn in the sand for me when Trump said, your one duty as Congress people and government is to protect the American people from these illegal immigrant criminals, and they stayed seated.
All of them.
All of them. Well, you know what? I'm going to say the one didn't, Fetterman, because I think he was sitting with the Republicans. Really, I do. And he wore a suit. He did. It was amazing. Anyway, so I don't think that, I think Fetterman was standing up. We didn't get to see where he was at. I think he was in with the Republicans because they were all standing. And I thought, you know what? When they say to protect the American people and you can't stand up, I got a problem.
Yeah,
I got a problem.
We all should have a problem. All of it.
Yep.
All of it.
And we need to think about that when it comes to voting time. They're not there for you.
Well, those dumbasses will still vote for them because they
vote. You know what? We need to scream and holler from the top of our lungs that, you know what, this is ridiculous. And you know, like ChaCha said, if they get back in there, then it's on you.
Yep.
Because you know what? They were in your face with it. In your face with it this time. They said they're not here to protect you. They're not here. And so I looked up, you guys. I thought, wait a minute. What is their oath? When they take their seat, what is their oath? And you know what their oath is? And I was kind of surprised. It is, I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance to the same. I take the obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of invasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. All right. Well, I don't know if it's so help me God or so help me Allah. But anyway, my thing is, it says needs to be rewritten. It shouldn't say, it should say to defend the people and the Constitution, because they consider the Constitution something totally different than the people.
The Constitution has been what since
Right.
1776. It
Right.
ain't changing.
Right.
Okay?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they need to add and to protect the people.
Did you hear what TSA just did to them?
No.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. They got their VIP status ripped from them. They have to wait in line for an airplane like everybody else and go through TSA. They don't get an escort through the TSA line no more.
Well, good. Good.
Well.
Labels are
Take them
starting
off their
to turn.
pedestal. There you go. And then
Well.
Trump said, which was totally amazing, there will be no more insider trading. That is over. It will be banned in the Congress. And they all stood up and clapped. And he said, I cannot believe you stood up and clapped for that. Did Nancy stand up and clap?
Yeah, she was pissed that he pointed her out.
He did point her out.
Good, it's time.
And
It's
she
time.
said, of course I stood up. I
Yeah,
don't know if she did
whatever.
or not. They didn't show her.
You
but-
know, Congress and Senate and whatever you want to call them, it was never meant to be a career.
No.
It
No.
was never meant to be a career.
No.
And they were not paid in the very beginning.
Right.
It was a-
and they were
they
paid
were
very
not paid.
nominal. That's why most of them were lawyers.
Right. Right.
My, how it has evolved through time. I want
And
to
then
know.
no more banned. No more sanctuary cities. Get that one passed for you, buddy.
Listen, he wiped the floor with everybody. Good for him. It was time. And he looked at her and all he did was smile. I loved it. Loved
It was amazing.
Loved it.
It's amazing. It was
Yeah,
so-
I need anybody hear anything about Hillary Clinton today?
you know, I did. Let me tell you what I did here. Did you know that? Okay, if it was you or I or anyone else that's normal, would have to go to the Congress and sit down in front of the table and testify in front of everybody, right? But not her. They had to go 1 mile from her house and meet her somewhere. Come on, people. What is that all about?
You know why? Because
Why?
she wanted a quick, easy way getaway if she wanted to run out and run.
Well, you know what I've got to say about that? She puts her pants on the same way I do, and she needs to show up just like I would have to.
And she has to get her penis from the house. Okay?
Well,
left
and
it there.
Bill is tomorrow, probably the same restaurant.
He's not going to show up. He will not show up. I'll
Well,
bet
I mean,
you.
what's the point? They're just going to sit there and say, I take the fifth. I take the fifth.
He's not
They're
gonna
not
show
allowed.
up.
They're not allowed to plead the fifth. But you know what? She is saying, instead of I plead the fifth, she's saying, I don't remember.
Same thing.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh,
Yeah.
bullshit. You remember it all.
I think they should bring in their daughter, Chelsea.
Yeah, bring her in there.
Yeah, they should bring
There's a
her in.
word for her, and she's active, and it's called bruja. If, for you people that don't know what that means, that is witch. Anyway,
It's all right. She took what, $83 million from the foundation, from U.S. Aid. Okay, the grant money from U.S. Aid, $83 million, because her last name is Clinton.
I don't care what her last name is.
Everybody should hair should be on fire for all of that stuff. All of them. All of them. All of them.
Okay, so I want to tell something really quick, real
Go
fast.
ahead.
So today was amazing. I had a really good chat with a person that came into our office, and he's from where else? Minnesota. And he said he was going to get in contact with me because we were talking and we were having a ball. And he was telling me about different things going on in Minnesota that has been going on in Minnesota, that he was born in Minnesota and left and had to move from there because he said it all started when they brought in those Somalians and it should never have happened. So sometime I'm going to have him on here. I said, I'd like to have you on my podcast. And I gave him our podcast and he said he'd show up tonight. I don't know if he's sitting there quietly listening, but I told him I would love to have you on as a special guest. And you can tell everybody, the whole world, what a great place Minnesota has become with the Somalians. Yeah.
Everything is just, it is horrendous across the board, across the world, across everything.
It's like living in Mayberry RFD, man.
No, it's not definitely Mayberry RFD. That's old news. They don't even know what that means.
No.
And there's not enough drugs to give them to make them understand what Mayberry RFD is. There's not enough drugs you can give them to make them understand that.
What's the latest with the cartel in Mexico? Are they still having riots?
Well, you know what they said about the Cuban thing? They said they shot first. The people in the boat shot first. When actually they didn't, they didn't. So,
okay, again, shiny object.
Well, they did make their way from the west side of the country to the east side. They're in Cancun now. So, and people are sheltering in place. They can't even get out.
No, they can't. They're in resorts and everything. And you know what?
They're running out of food.
All this is a power thing to show who has the power.
Okay, and it ain't the government. Okay?
And it ain't the government.
And
but you know what? A couple good tanks and a couple just steamrollers would stop a lot of this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm tired of playing games. So Bill Clinton admits to having inappropriate relations with Monica Lewinsky. That's old news. Everybody knows it. Her dress is in the Smithsonian Institute.
Smithsonian.
It took him how many years to admit that he did?
I did not have sex with that woman.
Yeah, that's what he said. Oh no! And then the next one was, well, it depends on what your definition of sex.
No, the definition of is. What is the definition of is?
Hey, Apple.
What?
Hey, Apple.
The Democrats, you cannot make that with the libtards.
No. It doesn't matter if it has oral in front of it or not. It's followed with sex. So anyway, that's our definition of sex.
Okay. Now,
Mr. Clinton, because I can't call you President Clinton because I don't think you
this
ran.
tells you the mentality of people. I remember my older son had a friend, and I'm going on the fact that I'm thinking maybe he was a Democrat, but in his mind, he was still a virgin because he never had sex regularly. He only did it through your anus. So
so that makes sense.
He was still a virgin.
That's not the way that works. Sorry, that's not the way that works.
Right.
You can line it, define it. You can he
was a homosexual.
No, he just popped had it that way.
No, he just did it that way with the girls. So that
he,
he's still
so that it really wasn't sex, but it's sex. Any way you look at it, it's sex, guys. If you're using it, it's sex. But here's my thing. All right. So for all of us old school girls here, we have a word in the dictionary and it's called, and I have to say it wrong just because of YouTube friendly, but it's called a PDF file, and that is the word. Okay, we all know what that word is. We're all grown adults, and we know what that word is, right? It's not map. Let's get that straight. It is not map, because all you're doing is you're making it all soft and fluffy. My minor attracted person. What? There you go, Norm. No, you're not a map. You're a pedo. You're not a map. You're not going to make it fuzzy. You're not going to make it a nice thing. You're not going to smooth it over. You are a pedo. And that is what you are. Don't say minor attracted person, because that's not what it is. I'm sorry. We're not going there. I'm not playing that game. Not playing that game. I'm not going to go around and say, oh, look, it's a map.
Oh.
No. You are disgusting.
So
now.
Is that the new term? I was going to say, tell him I'm not here. Is that the new term that we're using now?
Yeah, map.
Map.
Yeah, that's what it is now. It's map. So for all you people out there that want to make it fluffy and nice and make it sound better, that you're a minor attracted person, no, you're a disgusting pig and you're a child molester. And any way you look at it, you can slice it, dice it any way you want to, put it on a cracker. That's what you are. Nasty. Okay.
So they're calling themselves something else?
Yeah, they're called a map.
So,
minor attracted person. Minor attracted person. A map. Hey, KMM, I talked to a guy that was from Minnesota today. It was amazing. And I brought you up. He said, stuff has been going on forever in Minnesota. And I told him a little bit about you. And he said, he was giggling. And I said, I want to get you as a guest on my podcast. And he said, I'll do it. So I don't know if he's listening out there. If you're listening, hello. Good to have you here. But I want to tell you, I enjoyed our conversation and it was the best. It was the best. We had the best time. And you know what was funny is here we are, because you never know who's around you, right? You never know. You just never know who's going to jump up and become this crazy person. And he would lean in and he'd whisper, and I'd lean whisper, and we'd both start laughing. Yeah, it was so fun. We had a good time. And he goes, yeah, I would love to go on there. So we're gonna get him on here one night. And he's gonna tell you what the things that I don't want to tell his story, because he told me some things that I was like, and he said, this stuff has been going on for a long time. And he said, and I don't play those games. He said, a guy dressed up like a woman came up to me and he said, well, hello. And he goes, I don't play this game. You are a man and I don't play this game. So you know what? It was amazing. You know, I had a lot of fun, and it was nice to talk to somebody that was on the same level with me instead of having to defend myself always.
But you're always right.
Well, but they don't think so.
It doesn't make any difference. You're still right.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, like back to the map thing.
Yeah.
You
Hello,
know, back
Donna.
to the map.
Hello.
Hey, Donna came in.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so all of us are really close to the same age, and we called them child molesters. We called them pigs. We called them nasty. We called them horrible, vulgar people. But now they're called maps.
No,
and
they're still pedophiles, okay?
And they're
what it is.
And they're still child molesters.
They're still child molesters. They're making a difference.
And no matter how you slice it, dice it, and put it on a cracker, it is the same thing, nasty.
You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's still a pig.
It is.
Look what my friend got me.
That's awesome. Awesome.
I said, "You love me." Okay, I have a little book. Look,
That's awesome.
you got me. I said, "You love me." It's the presidential photographs. Look at that.
That's awesome.
I was like, "Oh,
We should be able to get one of those tomorrow, but we, of course, unfortunately, they're going to close our causeway down because he's going to be here and he's going live at 1:00.
yeah." They're closing
And
it down.
and I'll be at work, so if we see it, we'd have to see a rerun.
Well, you can't get on the causeway to go see them. You can't get off. They told
Well,
me
I'm going to take
there
my
the
private helicopter.
same thing, so
What?
I'm going to take my private helicopter and just fly right on over there. Yeah, he's going to be here. I'm not really sure what he's going to address. Do you know, ChaCha, what he's addressing?
well, no, he's coming for a reason. I'm not
Yes,
sure
I think
what.
he's coming to address our water issue, but I don't.
It's gonna rain eventually. It's no big deal. Okay. We're gonna get a hurricane and then we're gonna get like 85 inches of rain, and it's gonna be like yesterday. All right. It's it's cyclical, like everything. It comes and goes. It eventually rain in the forest anyway, or in the desert. It
Hey,
may
look,
be 100 years,
at
but it'll rain
least
in the
your-
desert.
At least your weather is not bipolar. Ours is bipolar. We're supposed to go into the high 50s tomorrow and snow on Saturday.
Well, we're supposed to be in the hundreds.
Ah.
Okay. We're supposed to be, and it's only what? The end of February. We're already in the hundreds. That should tell you something, okay?
My mic had to decide it was going to become crazy, so I had to reboot my mic. Isn't that crazy? It's like, Connie, you have talked enough. We are going to shut you down. No, I don't think so. Not on my watch. I'll just reboot you. That'll be the end of that. Reboot.
Because we
I know living that heat. Oh, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. But here I am. Okay.
Look at this. Benny Johnson posted a photo of Hillary on X sent to him by Congresswoman Boebert. It was during the deposition. How Hillary is pissed. Benny is not suicidal. Nope. No, she looks terrible right now. You guys, I saw a picture of her. She looks terrible. Those bags are for vacationing. And I mean, they are full of it. Vacation bags. She is back in
I want to see Bill tomorrow, but he's not going to show up. He's going to say his heart hurts or his ass hurts or his penis hurts or something.
No, he's going to, well, it doesn't matter because he's going to say when he gets there, I don't recall. I don't remember.
And they have pictures of him.
And you know what? I don't remember that picture.
They have pictures of him.
That the only thing I remember is Monica Lewinsky. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, and he
Sure.
he said, "I did not have sex with that woman."
Yeah. And then he said it depends on the definition of sex.
What is
Your
it?
definition of sex? Well, my
have
definition is the
mercy.
same as everyone else's.
People, has anybody seen my boyfriend Marco Rubio?
I listened to your boyfriend all night long last night. In my ear all night long while he was in front of Congress talking about Venezuela. And I thought to myself, Marco, he said, listen, he was basically told him, you're supposed to get all of these. They said, when are we going to get the paperwork? And he said, well, you're supposed to get the paperwork, but you know what? It's like fluid. It's changing all the time. So you know what? The paperwork will be old by the time you get it.
It was new paperwork. They don't have to give them nothing. And you know it, and I know it. Okay. They're just yanking their chain. Nobody needs no paperwork. For something that was lawful, they don't need no paperwork. That's why they're not going to get no paperwork.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to do it. Linda, you're going to be, what's your temperature going to be tomorrow?
It's supposed to be in the high 50s.
Hey, it's a heat wave.
I know. That's what I said. Our weather is bipolar.
Well,
it's going to snow on Saturday.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Well, better y'all than
crazy.
us, all right?
No.
And we get the president.
And we're getting the president here.
And we
He's
get the
gonna-
banana
and the
and
first
burger.
thing he's gonna do, he already said, is the first thing he's gonna do is stop and get a Whataburger.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah,
Yay.
What?
and get a Whataburger.
Absolutely. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good for him. I'm glad.
See,
he got-
there it is, Apple. There it is. Hillary doesn't remember being with Je. She's not going to remember anything. She's not going to recall anything, even though the pictures are loud and proud and clear. She don't remember.
Yeah,
She'll
of course
probably
not.
forget all
She
about.
remembers enough to open her mouth about Trump, but she don't remember.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like Andrew. He don't remember nothing. Okay. You gotta laugh at this shit. You have, excuse the word, okay? Poo poo, okay? You have to laugh at this poo poo, okay?
These people are just straight up off their rockers.
They are. They are. And we've been lied to so much that we're getting to the point that it's like, okay, is this real or is this Memorex?
Right. You don't know what's real anymore.
No.
When you were a little kid, when you were bad, what happened to you? You got put in the corner until you were begging God because your knees hurt so bad, okay?
Right.
You got put in the corner for being bad. I remember that.
I remember that. Did you ever go to the corner, Linda? Okay, well, I went to the corner, and I know a bunch of people who went to the corner, and now you can't put your kid in the corner because they say that it is humiliating.
Well, of course it is. That's what it was meant to do. Okay. What was it supposed to? What reinforce their whole well-being or whatever? It's
Child abuse. Child abuse. Stick them in the corner. Child abuse.
How are you going to know the difference between right and wrong? That's what's wrong with people today. It's like those idiots yelling at the president last night. Okay, it's okay to disagree, but why be disrespectful to the president of the United States? Okay.
I do have to laugh though at people that change opinions like real quick. Like my daughter-in-law, she said she will never spank her children.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, she'll get over that. Okay.
She changed her mind there, didn't she?
And then she got a toddler.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And the Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child. So there it is. I got spanked. I got to see what Safeguard tastes like in your mouth. I got it all, man.
Fells Napta soap. Do you remember
that is worse.
Fells Napta? That's
Well,
what my
not
mom
that bad. Okay, so there you go.
That's what my mom is.
Well,
But
see,
no, I didn't get in trouble that much.
I got it.
I was
I got
daddy's
it all.
little girl. So
All the time.
I got it all. I got it all.
Honey, all the time. Okay.
Well, I was that child that your mom said, you stay outside, you stay in the yard, and don't you go anywhere. And she looked out the front door, and I was swinging on the gate. And she said, and then I went to the kitchen and came back, looked outside, and the gate was swinging by itself. Oops.
And there you go.
And there you go. And then I hid under the bushes when she came looking for me. Because I knew I was in trouble. I was that rather challenging child. But it's okay, because you know what? I got spanked and I got all of it. All of it. You name it, I got it. I got the corner, I got spanked, I got the soap in my mouth. And I'm going to look you in the face and say, 1, it didn't kill me. 2, it made me a better person. And 3, I didn't die from any of it. And 4, I deserved every one of them I got.
Just from me watching my brothers get their asses beat, that was enough for me. I was good. I was totally good. I didn't want that. So, nope, I'm good.
I had the brother that blamed it on me.
Oh, I did too. They always used to tell me, my brothers and sister would tell me, well, you admit you did it because you won't get in trouble because you're the baby.
Well, I was the baby and I still got it.
But guess what? My parents knew that I would never do anything like that. So the joke was on them.
Well, there it is.
Because then they got in trouble double time.
My parents knew that I was probably the one that did it. You did it. I know you did. I didn't this time. Yeah, well, we're going to get you before you do it again. We're going to get you before you think about it. I don't know.
I was a goody two shoe.
Oh, I bet ChaCha was too.
Please.
Till I hit 16.
Please.
I bet you were a goody two shoes, little Miss Cream Cheese, huh? Susie Cream Cheese ChaCha was Susie Cream Cheese.
Really, KMM? Well, maybe it's just because I was Daddy's little girl and I was born on his birthday. So,
see, boy, I didn't get away with anything either, KMM. Let me tell you. And you know, sometimes I tried it. They would say, "Don't do it," and I thought that they meant I couldn't do it. I wasn't capable of doing it, so I had to show them I could. Well, are you telling me I can't? Are you telling me I can't? Are you telling me that I'm unable to do it? Because I'm going to show you I can do it.
yeah.
I was bad. But that's okay because I grew up to be a great adult and a great teenager. I was a great teenager. Just a bad kid.
And
My grandma would tell my mom, please don't make me babysitter.
I made up for it when I turned 16. I'll put it like that.
See, I was started off.
I gave my parents a run for their money. I moved out when I was 17.
See, I was a good kid. I was a good teenager.
My parents told me it was like a snowstorm from hell. And I called my mom and I said, I'm going to be late. And she's like, well, you better find a way to get here on time. It's like, really? And then I remember when I think I was 21, 22, and she was watching my older son for New Year's. And I got into a car accident and I ended up in the hospital. And I called her at 3:00 in the morning and I says, Mom, I'm in the hospital. And she said, oh, Linda, just get your ass home, and hung up the phone.
See,
and hung up the phone. And when I wasn't there in the morning, I called her back and I said, so yeah, Ma, I'm in the hospital. I'm on the cardiac care unit floor. I have a heart monitor on, but I don't know where I am. I had to ask the nurse what hospital I was at. Because back then we didn't wear seatbelts. So I flew from the passenger side into the steering wheel and the dashboard, and the steering wheel hit my sternum and my arm hit the ashtray. So my arm from my shoulder down to my elbow was black. My mom thought I was going to lose my arm. I'm like, see, that's what you get. Because I never lied to you. But she thought I just wanted to stay out and not come home and take care of my kid.
ChaCha, see, she was a good girl. She didn't do any of that. Did you ask all kinds of permission? And
I was 15 years old. I'm in high school. I have a job.
See?
Well, so
No,
did I.
I didn't do anything. I had the same boyfriend, and I couldn't date until I was 16. Okay.
See, look, she lived the Leave It to Beaver life. She was the good kid.
And I couldn't go out with him until my parents met his family.
See, she was Patty too.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, he was the only one.
I was the child that nobody, but that's okay. Anyway, I survived it. My mom survived it. She's outlived. She's up there in age and she's done well. So I think I gave her all the wrinkles on her face and everything. But it's all right. Like I said, I turned into a good kid, a good adult, and she did a great job with me. So,
Right.
back to
I was only rebellious for a few years, like from 16 to 19.
Well, see, look at Donna. Donna was Susie Cream Cheese too with ChaCha. They were all these good
There,
little.
you see?
See,
Like,
that was that age group,
they
Linda. We weren't in that age
they
group.
had to interview the family, okay? But that was
Well, you
back in
know,
the day. Yeah.
it started out with I was not allowed to run outside when my boyfriend would pick me up. He had to come to the door.
Absolutely. My dad greeted my boyfriend with a gun.
So what I did is
Did
what any
everybody?
girl what I did is what any girl from the suburbs would do, and I found a dude from the ghetto and I went to him. So
Wow. No, they had to come to the door. My dad said they're not going to sit out there and honk, and you're going to go running. I had a boyfriend that honked the horn, and he waited, and he honked the horn, and he waited, and he honked the horn. My dad said, You sit your ass down. You're not going anywhere till he comes to the door." And he waited. There, finally, the guy came to the door, and I opened it up, and he said, "What is taking you so long?" And my dad was standing right behind me, going, "You're not going to honk. My daughter's not running to no horn. In fact, she's not going anywhere tonight. Shut the door." And I said, "But shut the door. This conversation is over." I never did get to date that guy again.
Well, maybe he did you a favor.
I think he did.
Yes, he did.
I can guarantee you he did.
So there you go.
I can guarantee you did.
I'll be right back. I got to go to the oven. I'll be right back.
Okay.
another cobbler.
Right.
Finish the first one that you didn't share.
Another
I
cobbler.
made a chocolate trifle, okay?
Oh, that's even better. Look at you. Jeez.
And she doesn't share, you guys.
Yeah,
We
she
should
said
all
she's good
shame
enough,
her
but she
for not
won't.
sharing.
My mom and dad were the same way as ChaCha. See, there you go. That time, that era. So, what do you guys think about no sanctuary cities and no banning all of this wonderful stuff, and let's get it through? Oh, and by the way, this was another good one. He's doing the save the vote act or save the act or whatever, where you have to show 2 forms of ID to vote. But in New York, they don't want to pass the Save Act, but they want to see 2 forms of ID to shovel your snow out of there. And I thought, and everyone was laughing about it. And I thought, why would they want to see? Somehow it's got to make sense that they want to see 2 forms of ID to shovel snow. And you know what? Let me break it down for you. It works. The vote works if they don't show their ID because it works in their favor. And the two IDs works because you got to pay taxes on the money they're going to pay you for the shoveling the snow. It all works for them every way you look at it. And it's like, man, when you start looking at different things and seeing how they're doing us, it's in our face.
Did you ever read the list of taxes that the people in New York City pay? Holy,
I know it's high.
You get taxed on, I think you get taxed if you look right and left. I'm not kidding you. You are taxed on everything. And I mean everything.
Wow. Well, he's not getting any money.
And their tax is 10%.
Wow. Well, they're not getting any money for anything from the government right now. So, they're having to pay people to take out their little shovels and start shoveling 32 inches of snow out of the middle of everywhere. Not this girl. No. They said they were hiring them at $30 an hour. That's a lie. It's 19. 19. By the time they take out your taxes for your state tax, your local tax, your county tax, your city tax, your everything tax, you're getting about $3 an hour. Was he, Donna? Look, Nick Shirley was in New York today. Was he having to dig his way through the city?
You pay tax on the subway. You pay tax for taxis. It's crazy.
That's ridiculous. That's
It is.
ridiculous.
It is. You know what? You couldn't pay me to live in New York City. I've been there several times. It's a nice city, nice
Look at
place.
her. Oh yeah, show us how good that looks. That's just wonderful.
It's a
I
nice
made
place
a
to
chocolate
visit,
trifle.
but I wouldn't want to live there.
In New York, I wouldn't either. I have no desire to live in New York, and I have no desire to go to New York.
It's nice. I mean, when I went, the times that I went, it was nice to see it. It was nice to see the Rockefeller Center. It was nice to see the Christmas tree and the ice skating rink that is like as big as my fingernail. And I mean, it looks huge on TV. It's not. It's not. It's smaller than a hockey arena. So
No, she was showing. He was showing the illegal selling the stuff on the sidewalks. I think I saw that video. He had done another one like that. Oh, you know what? All of that stuff is going on, and everybody is so busy doing their own thing that they're not paying any attention.
I can't complain because we bought 4 Louis Vuitton purses. So
Off the streets.
and one of the times I went, I bought my son's Oakley sunglasses. Well, we didn't think they were real. We thought they were knockoffs until my son broke it and he sent it into Oakley and they sent him a brand new pair.
Well, you know what I'm going to tell you? In Minnesota, the Twin Cities has the Mall of America.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be one of the most spectacular things you've ever seen. And I've never been to that part of Minnesota, so I never got to see it. I've been to Minnesota, but not that area.
Yeah. I don't know. I try, really, honestly, guys, I try to stay out of big areas now.
The big cities, all of them. All of them are going crazy.
Just stadiums, and I just try to stay away from it all because it's, I'm not as young as I used to be, and it's not fair. Like if I go somewhere with my kids or my grandkids, and then if something happens, and then they got to worry about slow ass me, and it's just not worth the risk.
Well, it's all the crazy stuff that's going on and it's not just one city; it's all the big cities are being weird right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I have no desire. That's where they ship them all to, the big cities.
I've been
all your sanctuary cities, your little blue sanctuary cities that will no longer be sanctuary cities anymore.
I've been to Los Angeles.
A sanctuary city is just something that's made up. That is not legal.
Yeah.
I don't know where everybody keeps saying there's no, it's made up.
Yeah.
There's no law.
They're using it as one, so you know what?
Hey, if I'm telling you that it's black and it's actually white, well, to me it's black, right? But it's not a law. There's no law.
Yeah. Well, now we can go in there and take them out because there won't be one, right? The end.
This is good. Let me tell you what.
Oh, shut up.
All right.
I just polished it off. I can't believe that. Wow.
It's
not bad.
Donna said, Linda, many people feel that way. Our highways are not safe in Indiana. Okay, yeah, that was the other thing that Trump said, banning all of the illegal drivers, illegal immigrants having CDL licenses too. You can't do that.
Drive without them. I don't know what the big deal is.
You can't. Well, you know what? They want to ban your gun, but they want to give you.
I think they are sovereign cities, so they don't need them. This is in their mind. Somebody told them because they're not citizens. They don't need a license.
It doesn't work that way. Sorry.
Well, to them, it does. And they're the first ones to tell you.
Because they're not citizens, they don't need to abide by our laws.
Exactly. They need to go to jail. The end. Exactly. You know what? It's like Donna said. People are dying on the highways in Indianapolis right now due to these people driving 16-wheelers. And they want to take your gun. Okay, we're going to stop the Second Amendment, and you can't pack anymore. But it's okay if we give you a 16-wheeler? Come on, I mean, come on. Either one can be just as deadly. Can be just as deadly. Well, I don't know. The one can be more deadly because it can hurt more people. It's bigger.
Right.
You know, it's just ridiculous. Common sense out the window. You can't buy it. You can't teach it. And if you don't got it, I don't know what you're supposed to do without it. You know?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You know what? Did you think in 100 billion years that you were going to have to? It's like Trump said. I shouldn't have to be up here telling you people this. Stop.
Right. I agree. He shouldn't.
He shouldn't. You already know.
I know my great grandparents are probably rolling over in their graves for what they went through to get here. And I had one set from Poland and one set from Italy, and they went to Ellis Island and they registered, and
Yeah, and they broke their back and they sweated and they did whatever to build this country. And
my father, who was a prisoner of war during the Korean War, is rolling over in his grave. My uncle that was in the Normandy invasion is rolling over in his grave.
He is.
And my father-in-law, who was in the Navy in a submarine during World War II, is rolling over in his grave for all of this crap that they fought for. And this is what's happening. All right? This is what's happening.
Yes.
That's why I'm not going to keep my mouth shut, period, at all.
Hi, Mojo.
And I can do it in Spanish and in English.
And you're going to say it in Spanish. And my father was in Korea, and he's not having it either.
My dad was in Korea too.
Yeah.
Oh no, no, I ain't doing
that. Is one war that is never talked about.
Korean. Yeah.
They will not talk about it. They will talk about World War I. They will talk about World War II. They will talk about anything but the Korean War. Because as my dad
the Vietnam War,
they don't want to talk about it either.
It was the way my dad put it. He's like, it ain't worth remembering.
Well, but it is. Anyone that fought, anyone that served their time and put their life on the line for this country, so we could all have this freedom to be able to say what we want to say, is worth talking about.
My dad would never go on a cruise because he was on a ship for 2 weeks going to Korea, and he would never, ever, ever go on a cruise. My mom wanted to go on a cruise, and he said, no. I don't like boats. I mean, he would go out and go fishing on a boat, but he would never go on a big boat.
I don't blame him.
Ever again.
And did you ever see those transports that they put them on?
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting. Mm-hmm. It was absolute. They were like cattle.
And he would never, ever go camping. Never. We never went camping, ever, ever. Our camping was a hotel.
No, these people need to be. These are our heroes. It's not Iron Man. It's not Spider-Man. It's not Superman. It's these heroes that have gone and fought and died for our country so that we can say whatever it is that we need to say. And you know what? It has not stopped me. Look at my uncle was a flying tiger in World War II, POW by Japanese torture.
Donna, we're all on the same page. All of us. Okay, all of us. And it's our responsibility to speak for them all and not put up with this crazy ass shit, excuse me, that's going on right now in this country.
Right.
Period.
Right. And you know what? Donna worked for the War Memorial. So she saw all of that stuff and all that paperwork and all of the different things and all of, and I'm like, you can't bury this stuff. History can't be buried.
No. And that's what pisses me off the most is that these people, and a good majority of them lately, they are not drafted anymore. So these people volunteered to go to war at 16 and 17. 16 and 17. You know, I saw a really funny meme the other day, and it said that 84 years ago, we had 16-year-olds that had the balls to go fight a war.
Mhm.
Now we have 16-year-olds that cry they have balls. That isn't a true statement. I don't know what is.
That's actually funny. It's true. It's true. You know, I mean, my God, it's true. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I
Did
remember-
y'all see me eat that thing like an animal in 2 seconds?
yeah.
We remember
Oh,
the
my
veterans
God.
of the
I cannot
Korean
believe.
Indiana War Memorial. I was born the first day of the Korean War.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Bless her heart.
You know, there's a lot of things that we can't bury and we can't forget.
Right.
And, you know, that's when we had men were men and,
Yeah.
you know, and no one messed with them.
Men
And we
were men,
still have some of those.
and moms could stay home and raise the kids.
Yep. 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 But you know what? Let's talk about that too. So what ended up happening, they put the mom to work, right? So they broke up the family unit. What happens when you break up the family unit? All of the teachings, you don't
The
have
nurturing, everything is gone.
all the manners go out the window. Everything goes out the window when
It's all
mom.
right to have 8 or 10 kids by different fathers because the government takes care of them.
Yeah, no,
Okay?
it's
That's
not.
what happens.
Yeah,
I
And
had
it's
7
not.
kids with 7 baby daddies. And well, that's
And we're
something to be
proud
proud
of that. That's like
What
a
is a
real
baby
that's a
daddy?
honor.
That is a ridiculous term.
It
Baby
is.
daddy.
Well, and you know, let me tell you something. It doesn't take you. I've got a cat outside that has I don't know how many kittens by I don't know how many different tomcats. There you go. It's not a badge of honor.
Well,
Okay.
and here's another thing that really bothers me, and hopefully everybody will weigh in on it, is that I'm not saying anything about abortion or any of that. It is a straight up question. A woman gets pregnant and the man tells her, I don't want kids. I don't want anything to do with kids. I'm not going to be around. And she chooses to keep it. Why is he responsible for taking care of that child?
When he shouldn't have
Yeah,
done
he
the
shouldn't
deed.
have
I understand that, but they, sometimes it breaks or whatever, but
Then he
why
shouldn't have
does
done
the
it.
man
Right.
have to pay for a child he never wanted?
Well, but the thing is, you pay to play, right?
But if
That's
a
right.
man wants a child and the woman doesn't, it's okay. She can go get an abortion.
No, that's not right either.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not right either.
There needs to be something more defined.
Right.
Because
Right.
if you want to, okay, here's the thing. If you don't want to be a dad, then sign off your rights.
And if you don't want to be a mom, then don't play.
If you don't want to
Hold
be
an
a mom,
aspirin between your knees at the whole date and be done with it.
or
It's
if you don't
called
want to be a mom,
abstinence. It's
give
called
birth to the
abstinence.
baby.
Don't do it.
give birth to the
Don't
baby
do
and
it.
give it to the man.
Don't do it.
You know, I'm going to tell you that I taught my kids,
I
and
tell
but both of them sitting here would tell you the truth. I looked at them and I said, okay, you're growing up in a generation where you can just go screw in Tom, Dick, and Harry you want to. All right. This is the norm. But I'm going to tell you right now, every time you sleep with somebody, you're giving a little piece of yourself away. How many pieces of yourself can you give away until there's nothing left of you? Just telling you.
Yeah.
And you know what? My kids were both selfish. Extremely selfish and did not want to give any piece of their self away.
You know what I told my boys? You know what I told my boys? Don't get a girl pregnant unless you can live with her for at least the next 18 years for sure.
Right? Right. Don't play. To me, and you just don't. If you're gonna play, take it serious.
And they were
Because-
both in their 30s when they had their first kid.
Well, my kids, neither one have kids. Because they're still selfish and wanting to keep it to themselves. They don't want to share.
No, I ran across something, and with that being said, I want to say this too. Women, stop letting your boyfriends babysit your babies. Stop.
Right?
4 more kids got killed. 4. One of them had their hands tied, their feet duct taped, and he was dropping the kid to the floor.
Yeah, I wouldn't even leave the 25-year-old with a baby right now because they're not mature enough. The maturity level is gone.
I have 2 husbands, 2 kids. They each watch their respective son one time, each. And I don't like what I saw when I got home. So they never watched him again.
You know what? I have a husband and he watched his kids as much as I watched him because we both had to work.
Well,
And I was blessed. You know what? That I'm going to say. I was blessed with an amazing man.
You were.
Yeah.
You were blessed.
Doggone it. That was because my dad wouldn't let me go out to that car honking thing. I was blessed with an amazing man. The Lord watched out for me, and I'm thankful every day.
I just think I was born in the wrong state. So that's why it's just like whatever. And
I don't know. I mean,
well,
see, okay, ma'am, I was lucky. My husband was great with our kids. Yep, mine was too. In fact, tonight when we got the distress call from the son and I had to be on here with y'all, I looked over at the dad and said, I got a podcast to do. Do you think you could? And he said, I'm on it. So we had to go get the son and take him to go get the battery. And the daughter jumped up and said, I'll go. And I said, nope, the dad's going to do it.
Well, I mean, and this is what I get if I call my younger son's dad. It's like, yeah, I blah, blah, blah. And he's like, what now?
Well, he's just he's a bitter man. He needs to get Jesus in his life. I don't know, guys.
And with that said, it's that time, okay? I got
It
something
has
in
been a pleasure, everyone, be with you tonight.
and that chocolate trifle was delicious, okay?
Yeah, let her sit there and eat her.
Tyrus?
You know what? Yeah, Tyrus, call her so she could get you
Please,
some
okay?
because she didn't give it.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe
And she still didn't share, guys. She still didn't share.
She wants
That
to
chocolate
share
trifle
with
was
Tyrus.
good, man. It was good.
She wants to share with Tyrus, and she wants to share with Marco Rubio. She don't want to share.
Right.
With
Right.
My boyfriend Marco Rubio. I'm waiting for him to call me too. Okay.
And, you guys hit like on the way out. Thanks for your support as
For
always.
entertainment purposes only.
Have a great weekend. I have my youngest of the older 2 grandkids is his birthday.
this weekend, so we
His
won't.
birthday's March 1st, so the party's Saturday. So
But you when you're on Sunday,
Now listen to see
Right?
what Kevin says tomorrow, okay? I'm betting he doesn't show up. He's going to have a heart attack.
we'll have to watch for it. Let's see if he crawls out from underneath this rock. Good night, y'all. We'll see you on Sunday. Everybody have a great rest of your week. Don't be taken in by any crazy, as my dad would say. Don't take any 2-headed nickels. Talk to y'all later. Have a good evening.
From shady news to crime so rough, you already know we just can't make this stuff